bag at? Go ahead and pack up. That pussy talk, but I ain't listening. Fuck forgiveness. My heart cold in the Lake Michigan now. You wanna call when that bitch ain't around. Since nice guys finished last, guess I'm switching my style. On that can't beat them, join them shit. I only ask you tell the truth likes to join the dead. But all you did was lie, lie after lie. You never told the truth. You never even tried. While niggas getting hurt, you be the one that's crying. When you see me keep walking, just keep moving by. Cause all you do is lie, lie after lie. You never told the truth. You never even tried. While niggas getting hurt, you be the one that's crying. When you see me keep walking, just keep moving by. These women turn me to a savage. Here's my heart, you can have it. It ain't been broken, punched, kicked, and stabbed. Shit. I guess since I stay fucking with bad chicks, they try to treat a nigga like I'm average. Playing me like a side hoe. When really I'm the prize, so till you get dragged, you will never realize though. And I still wish you the best. No, I'm lying. I hope that cold heart ripped in your chest. Cause you ain't hear about my feelings when you was fucking me over. Now I'm back on top and you plotting trying to get closer. Like you ain't damaged the realest person you knew. Yeah, it's gone, but the one that's really hurting is you. And I ain't got no sympathy either. If you wonder why I changed, then this is the reason. You had chance after chance to change. Instead of being truthful, did the same old thing. Yeah, but all you did was lie, lie after lie. You never told the truth. You never even tried. While niggas getting hurt, you be the one that's crying. When you see me keep walking, just keep moving by. Cause all you do is lie, lie after lie. You never told the truth. You never even tried. While niggas getting hurt, you be the one that's crying. When you see me keep walking, just keep moving by. Just keep moving by. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. All you do is lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Girl, move goodbye. Bye, bye, bye. I say bye, 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 bye. All you do is lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Girl, keep moving. Girl, keep.
No doubt, no doubt. Yo, this is Let's Chop It Up with Ziz, and today we got a special guest, man, all the way from Detroit. You know what I mean? Representing.
Yeah,
What's
what up?
going on, Miz Korona? What's happening?
You got it, bro. You got it.
Oh, man, it's good to see you. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you and good to be seen. You know how the way the world is right now. It's moving a lot different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
You got
blessed.
that right.
Yeah.
You got that right. You must be feeling good. New
Oh,
album coming.
I'm feeling excellent. You know what I'm saying? The new album coming, The Healer and the Heartbreaker. It was therapeutic to write this project, you know what I'm saying, to be vulnerable and talk about the heartbreak that I went through. And I'm ready to move on to the next chapter, but until then, you know what I'm saying, we got to pump these joints out there. So thank you for having me. Thank you for being the first interview since the single drop.
No doubt, no doubt. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So the new song Lies, you just dropped that joint.
Yeah, I dropped it on Valentine's Day.
Produced by
it's
Blizzard.
produced by Blizzard. That's my love, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not your typical, joint that people would drop on Valentine's Day, but it was the vibe that I was feeling. I felt like those people who went through heartbreak and heartache before and in the middle of the pandemic before Valentine's hit, it was something suitable for them. So, for the brokenhearted people in the world, this is our comeback song.
Hey, listen, man. I think that when it comes to those type of situations like relationships and stuff like that, I think all they do is make you stronger. People think that it just make you stronger just in a relationship.
Right.
But well-rounded and balanced, that makes us stronger as a whole. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I could definitely see a lot of the strengths that I've gained from the pain that I endured, because it was a lot of pain. Let me be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this project was like a healing and therapeutic project to make, but that wasn't just based off of romantic relationships. What led me into writing this project, you know what I'm saying? Like, just going through a healing process of losing a lot of people physically, some that are no longer walking the earth, and some people that just dissipated out of my life and fell off as friends, just, So it was like a grieving process. You grieve somebody who's still alive. That's a different type of pain than grieving somebody that you'll never see again. But if you see somebody in passing that that relationship died off and you really like, you know what I'm saying, you can't speak, that's a whole nother pain right there, Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And one thing that I noticed going back to your catalog and listening to a lot of songs and releases that you put out, you put your heart into that.
Thank you. I try every time. One thing about me is anytime I go into creating a project, I approach it authentically. Like I can't be anything other than myself. In the past, when I was younger and growing up and working with different producers and, they wanted me to have a certain sound because the industry wanted, me to be a different type of artist. But I'm glad that I stuck to my guns and, just continuously have been myself, because right now I feel like in my career, I'm gaining more and more fans, even though, I've been in this game for a long time. It's just fresh new people that are getting familiar with me as an artist, and they appreciate that authenticity when they hear the past music and, the current stuff as well. So, you know what I mean? Like, even though I've grown and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like growing with the times and with the music, they still see that it's me. Like I've been myself the whole run. So yeah.
And I think it's more appreciated too when it happens that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it starts off like, man, this thing is taking forever. But then as time goes by, you start gaining traction. And then now every time you drop something, it's like everybody's like, yo, damn, that's Miz Korona. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get that that setup with the people. You get that connection with the people that that when you drop something is gonna get love. You know what I'm saying? Because you got those people that are always there for you, and you don't even be knowing them.
Exactly. I was just about to say, I got my core friend. I don't like to call them fans. You know what I'm saying? I got my core family of supporters, and then I have the newcomers that are like newfound family members and supporters, and they all be like, man, I feel like I've known you forever. You know what I'm saying? Because just the way I connect with everybody, like it's different. They like, man, some artists don't even like communicate back. Like I appreciate the fact that you messaged me back. I didn't think that you would. I'm like, man, I'm a regular person too.
There you go. There you go.
I've been in a couple movies, but I've been, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still a regular person, but yeah.
It feels great when you people that reach out too don't even know the same language, but they know the same music though.
Okay. Cause right now, currently I'm teaching songwriting course for this organization called the Yes Academy with students over in Uganda. Last year I taught students over in Kenya. Most of them don't even rap in English, you know what I'm saying? But our universal language is music, and that's what we meet and connect at. And so it's really dope to be able to give them my expertise for being in the game for a long time and my knowledge. And I'm always honest with them. Like I ain't gonna pretend like I know everything. I'm still a student. I'm still a sponge. And at any point when a person feels like they can no longer learn something, then they need to find another avenue and another lane. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never gonna feel like I'm an expert at being artist, like because I'm always learning something new about myself creatively and artistically, and about different. Like I just started making beats last year in August.
They sound pretty good.
Thank you. So I'm just a sponge. I try to be a sponge in every room that I'm in, any situation that I'm in creatively. And so I feel like when I lose that feeling and that interest, then I just need to step away. But thankfully I haven't lost that, to walk away completely. A couple years ago, I felt jaded by the music business and felt like I needed to walk away from it. And I just took a long, extensive break and came back with a project in 2020. And, I've been on go ever since then. Like once the pandemic hit and then being named I can't say being named after a pandemic being named after me and forcing me to come out of retirement in a way. It just really, it's seeing a lot of people that I know and love no longer walking the earth. It just made me have a sense of urgency with creating. So, you know, I'm just like, yo, I'm working from the heart. I'm creating from the heart. And when I feel like it's good, I'm gonna drop it. You know, I don't even care about any of the, you know, it's not a standard date because everybody's like Valentine's Day on a Monday. How you gonna drop a song on a Monday? Because I can. I'm an independent artist and I can do
You
what I
can
want.
drop it on a Saturday, Sunday, it don't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the beautiful thing about it, you know?
Exactly.
Definitely. So you mentioned earlier that you've been in some movies. Let the people know, you know, because you're real humble. But let's, you know, let's talk our ish, as they say out here, right? So let the people know what movies you've been in.
So I've been in this movie called Number One Contender. I've been in a movie called Detroit Diamond. I've been in a bunch of documentaries. So if you think of your beef documentaries, I've been in a couple of those. But the most notable and recognizable household movie that I was in is 8 Mile, featuring Eminem. You know, and I was in the lunch truck scene with Exhibit and Marshall. Well, sorry, Exhibit and Eminem, and yeah. So that's probably the most recognizable because most of the other films have been straight to DVD films and independent films. So you know, yeah. But I'm probably in everybody's house that's going to be watching this on a DVD, or they've been seeing me on demand or something at some point. Yeah,
that's amazing. You know what? Because people won't even go through that line ever in their life, and you were able to do that.
Man,
you know?
I was able to do that. And what's funny is I almost missed the opportunity, and not on purpose. You know, it was my schedule and time, and when the casting directors were searching for me, they had seen me rapping around the community at a lot of hip hop spots here in Detroit, and so they were looking for me. But I had shows in different states. For the first 2 auditions, I missed them, and the third audition, I was like trying to go to a whole nother place. So, you know, but they were like, yo, they sent my homeboy Cobb a message, may he rest in peace, and he was like, yo, don't go to that spot. Come down to this hotel. They looking for you. They want you to have a speaking part. The other location is for extras. And it was like, I think they said it was like 100 and something women that had auditioned.
Wow.
That part that I got, you know, most of them were from Detroit. Some were actually MCs themselves, and some were just trying to just take a stab at it. You know, it was chicks from Ohio and Chicago that came through the audition, and you know, so what was for me, I felt like, okay, what was for me was for me. And I had laryngitis when I shot the part, and I couldn't even speak on the set for the first 3 days. I was just like, they was talking to me. I don't know, they thought I was starstruck, but they talking to me, and I'm just like, like, like,
That's called that's called making it work, man.
Yo, man, I ended up, if I hadn't have, but luckily, when it was the day for me to shoot the scene. Ziz, like the makeup artist came in, and they was like hooking me up and shit. They like, okay, it's your day, girl. And you know, the other couple of days, like I said, I was just be on there, like, you know, looking at the script. I'm like, they talking to me, and the lady was like, "You so quiet." You know, girl, do you talk? How you gonna be getting ready for this scene and you so shy? And I was like, I don't have no voice. And she was like, I said,
what?
I didn't know if it was nerves, if it what it was. But my voice was gone. And they just started pumping me with tea and vitamin C and Halls and everything. And they was just like, girl, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. We about to try to nurse you back to health. I wish that I would have got those ladies connects, you know what I'm saying, and their numbers is like, or their names or anything, because you know, like, if it wasn't for them, who knows? Because when it was time to say action, I was praying hard, like, Lord Jesus, please let me be able to get my voice to come out.
And you showed up too, because there's people that probably would have been like, oh, nah, I'm good. I don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, you got to go for it. Well, you don't know when's the next time they're going to be putting you on like that.
You know, and that's what, like, at the time, and this is another thing, like, at the time, I had no idea, like what the songs were for the movie, what the soundtrack was. So when the movie came out and I watched it in the room with everybody else, when Eminem's song came on and he was like, you only get one shot, don't miss your chance to blow. I knew exactly, like that hit me in the gut so tough because it was like, I knew I was living it, you know what I'm saying, in that moment. And nobody really knew what I was going through except for the chick who was like trying to manage me at the time and the two ladies in the makeup tray.
Wow.
You know?
How
So,
about that?
yeah.
Now that's an experience that you're gonna take with you forever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. You
Now,
know?
your style is distinct, you know, and I love because people say, you know, they get it misconstrued, right? As they say, you know, when they say artist, or they say, because to me, an artist is somebody that's complete. You know, that's an artist to me, somebody that's complete, right? Because an artist can mean anything. So you got to be able to, handle everything that's thrown at you, right? So with me, with you, it's like you have your own style, but it's like I can hang, you know, because let's be honest, females don't get a lot of love like that in the hip hop.
Unfortunately,
I've always been a fan. I've been a fan since Moni Love. I've been a fan since Entice, Stetsasonic. You know what I'm saying? I could go back, you know, to them hardcore rhymers. So I love female rappers too, man. Especially when a female rapper is going over some underground joints. That's a freaking artist. So you put yourself aside from everybody that's doing it, and you could say you could be in ciphers with anybody. I'm not even going to say dudes, anybody. And you could represent, you know what I'm saying? Because you just know how to mesh. You know how to fit in, you know, and listening to the music, man, it's like, wow, you know, let's be honest. So sometimes I sit back and I go, damn, man, why this person haven't, you know what I'm saying? Why isn't this person, you know, there? But it's that at the same time, let's be honest, you're labeled as an underground artist.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So us underground folks are going to show you love and we're going to understand you. Right? Those cats up there, they don't understand that, man. They're too busy popping bottles and enjoying life and throwing money in the air, whatever. That stuff to me is corny as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate when an artist gets in and takes the pen and goes deep, that when you're listening to their music, you're like, yo, that music is crazy, bro. And check this out. It's a female, yo.
Yeah. And you know what? I get a lot too, because, you know, my vocal tone is not, you know, light and dainty. So they be like, yo, no offense. I didn't know you was a woman at first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your voice is harder than some of the dudes out here rapping. And I'll be like,
but that's expression though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I could tell, but it's your expression, the way you going in on the track. You put them feelings on you, man, and you just go in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when I listen to music, I listen to the whole thing. I try to look at it from a person's perspective, from the artist's perspective, from somebody that's reviewing the music, from somebody that loves music, somebody that understands where the person's coming from, all that. I just don't sit there and go play.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that shit was hot. Nah, that's not how you listen to music, man.
Yeah.
You gotta appreciate it, enjoy it.
Now, you know, I look at the way I approach music. Well, first and foremost, you know, my parents introduced me to music at a super young age. You know what I mean? So I feel like my appreciation for it and being well-rounded, you know, it has a lot to do with them and just my upbringing. But you know, for those who may be familiar with a lot of like 70s R&B music, my dad was a part of a group called the Floaters. They had a #1 hit back in the 70s. So, and then my uncle was a part of a group called what's the name of the group? I can't even think of it right now. That's crazy. And I got my godfather as a part of Enchantment, but I'm come from a musical family, you know. Although I don't play any instruments any longer, when I was younger, played violin, bass, cello, you know, wish I would have stuck with those things. But once hip hop came into my life, I focused on trying to master that craft. I wanted to be as cold as Run DMC and, you know, Rakim, who I'm about to be blessed to do a concert with in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like,
shouts to Rakim, man.
Okay. So all of those MCs, MC Light and Queen Latifah and everybody, I listen to the wordplay. I listen to how they approach the song. I listen to the way they told stories. And so those are things that I still carry as an artist and as an individual. Like, you know, how they say hip hop is a way of life. We don't just do it just for the sake of doing it. We live it. So, you know, I think those feelings that you get when you hear my music is because, again, it comes from an authentic place. You know what I'm saying? And just the love and appreciation and respect for those that came before me, and not wanting to embarrass the like, what would I look like getting up on stage and open it up for Rakim and Slick Rick and being like, yo, me and them and like, yo, I look up to y'all, but then be sounding like trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I studied those MCs. I see you got the Shine Price shirt on, you know what I mean? And
rest in peace.
Yeah, all of those individuals, you know what I'm saying? Like, so my love and appreciation and respect for this industry, well, I don't say industry, the art form of hip hop, because I don't really give a fuck about the industry things. You know what I'm saying? It's the art form of hip hop. And I stepped away from music for a while, a couple years ago. But, you know, one of the reasons why I felt like I needed to come back was because I didn't feel comfortable with the women who were on the scene here in Detroit. And I was like, there's really nobody I could pass the torch to. But now, within the recent years, I feel like it's, you know, two individuals that I could pass the torch to. And it's no disrespect and no stab at, like, I got some sisters who rhyme. They dope. They got their own lane, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to The Essence and, you know, Neek Love Rose, a whole bunch of, we created a whole scene, a whole movement here called the Foundation of Women in Hip Hop. So, you know, that was important to me, to be able to nurture other women in my community, in my city, and show them that it was cool and it was okay, because it's a male dominated field. And a lot of the times we would go to some of these venues and you sign up, if you're not a headliner, you sign up for the open mic and they see a female's name, a woman's name, and they push you to the end of the list, or they don't even recognize you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're getting a cosign from somebody else. But I just felt like all of the people who came before me, who ushered the next generation in, that was my duty to do for my city. You know what I'm saying? And then I felt like, yo, I still got something to say, I guess, because people still wanted to hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you know, but now I look at young up and coming artists like Detroit Che, and then it's another young lady by the name of Crimson Alchemist, who's dope. And I'm like, yo, if I walked away right now and retired, then it'll be okay. You know what I mean? Because they got this, you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always you know, try to leave a setup behind to where people could be like, okay, yo, she did it like this, let me take it and, you know, put my twist on it and whatnot. And that's okay.
Crazy? Yeah, and it's okay. And you know what's crazy? All of the foundation, like, no pun intended, being a creator of the movement, the foundation, but all of the foundation that I laid for not just the women in my community, for the guys as well, I still don't get the recognition that I deserve, you know what I'm saying, that I feel I deserve. But I know the things that I've done, and I know, you know, and I know they know. Like, I be looking at some of the artists like, I gave this little motherfucker his name. He don't need, you know what I mean? But I don't walk around like, you know, I named this, I gave this. And I just be like, okay, you move different. than when I met you and helped you get to this point. But it's okay. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's the world we living in, though. It's unfortunate, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's why me with this platform here, I don't care what nobody says. I come on here, and if I have you on here, I'm gonna give you your flowers, and I'm gonna let you know what it is.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna see somebody. I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we need a place like this where we can come on here and chop it up and let the people know, yo, go check that session out. You know what I mean? With Miz Korona and Ziz, you know what I'm saying? They were on there chopping it up. And they're like, damn, yo, that platform's pretty cool because they go on there and they talk and they let them talk.
I keep saying, in my mind, I keep saying Ziz, but I know your name is Ziz. And I'm like, I'm keep looking at the day like,
yeah, it's short for Abdulaziz. You know what I'm saying? So I just put Ziz, you know what I mean?
Love it.
So, but yeah, I mean, you know, this is great. I love that, you know, and I wish I could do more. And to all the artists out there that send me their stuff, I appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? Send the videos, send whatever you want. I'll put it on there. This is for us. This ain't mine. I'm just a face because somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Send that music, tapinradiowziz@gmail.com. Send the videos. I'll put them on my YouTube page. You know what I mean? And we're here for the people. You know what I'm saying? This is the platform. I don't know how many times I got to say that, but it's crazy.
Yeah, I appreciate you once again for having me on here, and shout out to Pat for, you know, making
shout out Pat.
Making that connection, because now I finally can put the face with the voice and the name. Like, you know, you're like, yeah, I know who that. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
I appreciate it. You know, we do this for the love. You know, we do this for love. You know, and I love doing it. I love meeting people every day, and if it helps, even if it gets you 5 more people, 2 more people, 1 more person, that's one more person that you didn't have before the interview.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's how you got to look at it.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, you got to create.
I like you because, you know, your energy and the way that you move in your interviews and stuff, it kind of puts me in the mind of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a podcast, if I had a show, I feel like it would be along those lines. You know what I mean? Like, because that's how I am as a artist, as an individual in general. But
show love, man. That's what we got to do. We got to show love to each other.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money out here. You know,
money out this.
A lot of artists feel, oh, let me not say nothing about this guy right here or this girl right here. It might hinder my opportunities. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. I can't stand that. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, that's that gatekeeper shit. They don't want nobody else to get no recognition, and they want to seem like they the only person doing it. And you know what I mean? Like that's nah. How you? That's
like, listen, that's like if you found a cream, right, that takes off the rashes, and you know, like about 15 people that gets those rashes, and you got that cream. And you're like, nah, I ain't telling them cats nothing. Really?
I'm gonna let motherfuckers be itchy and uncomfortable. That's some cold, selfish shit. You know what I mean? That's cold. But you know, while we was talking about that, like I've always been the type of artist, like say for instance, you know, I've gotten booked for big gigs and they be like, yo, you got an hour set. And in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck am I to do up there for an hour? Like I got the material, but let's be honest, people's attention spans is different now, you know. And
very
I'm
short.
like, okay, what I'm about to do up there for an hour? Now, yes, I'm going to still take that hour, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to call some up-and-coming artists or some of my other artist friends is doing some shit that I love and respect, and I'm going to bring them and incorporate them in my show, which is in turn going to make my show better because they like, yo, okay, it might be somebody who in that audience is like, oh, she brought up such and such and such and such. And then they did a collab and they, you know, I didn't even know they had a song together. But we really probably don't even have a song together. We just did some shit just for the sake of doing it.
Mash that joint out right on stage.
Yeah. And, you know, I wish it was more people that did that. But, you know, if you don't lay the groundwork for it, then nobody's going to think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And even sometimes when you lay the groundwork for it, it's still a selfish mindset of I gotta hold on to all of the resources I got. So they don't want to even share nothing. That's selfish, you know what I'm saying?
And I always say, man, lead by example. I try to lead by example. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm an old school cat, and I'm still here, and I'm still doing it. You know what I mean? And I live a regular life just like everybody else. You know what I mean?
But I wish that people would think like that more often because, I saw a post where Fat Joe mentioned, was it Diamond D or something? He said something. He like, if it wasn't for this cat, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be no Fat Joe. But think about all of the individuals who pulled up another artist. They saw something in somebody. They saw, if it wasn't somebody a producer who saw Nas, you know what I'm saying, and had like, yo, come here, like, I want to do a song with you. I want to introduce you to such and such, you know what I mean? Or saw a Jay-Z or whoever, you know what I mean? And maybe a Jean Grey. Like, we need somebody who pulls other people in. I wish that folks would get back to that because there's so many dope artists that are considerably. I look at it like it's cool. I don't feel like it's a bad thing to be an underground artist because where do you find the diamonds and gems at? Underground. You know what I mean? Like that's where all the jewels are kept, underground, buried underground. Even the trees grow from underground. They're rooted in the ground.
That's right.
I don't feel like it's a bad thing. So people like, I ain't underground. I'm not an underground. Are you selling out stadiums? Or are you doing venues where it holds 300-400 people? Then you're underground. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you selling thousands and thousands of records? And even if you're still selling thousands and thousands of records, it's okay to sell thousands of records and be underground.
And don't count them streams either. Them little 2,000 streams I be getting.
But it's, I'm not ashamed to be an underground artist. You know what I mean?
I love it, man. I love it.
Diamond in the rough. Yeah.
You got full control, man. I love that. I love it. I love control of my destiny, my creativity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got full control. And also too, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that I know, like back in the day, I'm not going to front. I wanted a record deal. I wanted to sign with Rockefeller. I wanted to sign with Shady Records. Those was two of the Def Jam. Like those, I'm like, yo, I want to be part of these people. Like, those were the three labels. Initially, it was Def Jam. Then when, M got on, I was like, yo, that's a hometown hero. Boom. I would be dope. All my friends are on Shady Records. But in my heart, I was like, I want to be on Rockefeller. You know what I mean? Like, if I could get a deal, then that's where I want to go. I didn't get that deal. But I know people who had deals with Elektra, who had deals with RCA, who had deals with Tommy Boy, who had deals with FUBU Records, so forth and so on. And they are nowhere right now. And I'm like, yo, I'm more relevant than a lot of the artists who
that's what happens.
Deals. And I count my blessings and I'm thankful for every step that I took, because if I would have walked those paths that other people took, when you're younger, you looking at other people like, man, why ain't you on? And such and such and such and such, because it's not your time. That's not your path. That's not your path to walk. That's not your lane to walk, you know what I'm saying? Or a lane to drive. So I'm appreciative for the journey that I have, because had it not been for those detours and speed bumps and roadblocks and doors that close and windows that shut, then I wouldn't be here having a conversation with you. I wouldn't be being spent on a lot of the radio stations that are spearheaded by people that I looked up to as a kid. Like,
how about that?
Never would have imagined, you know what I'm saying?
That's a blessing. That's a blessing there.
Hell of a blessing. It's a hell of a blessing.
But yeah, you got to let people know where they could grab your stuff at, man. I see your Bandcamp.
Yeah.
So on
it. MizKorona.bandcamp.com. I'm on all streaming platforms. So iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, everywhere, really, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But if you want to really support the truly underground aspect of my career, then just hit up the Bandcamp so the money can come straight to me.
That's right.
If you feel more comfortable going through any of those other places to purchase the music, then feel free to do that. Also, I got like a new album coming out is going to be on vinyl, so you'll be able to get it off the website when the website relaunches. It's under construction right now, so it should be launching again. I think it probably should be up in like 2 weeks, so you'll be able to get the previous Virus vinyl off of there. And then I got the Healer and the Heartbreaker project that's coming in April, so you'll be able to get that. Any merchandise, I have a clothing line called Triple Peaks Clothing.
Nice.
At triplepeaksclothing.com, and it's spelled just like it sounds, Triple Peaks Clothing.
We're gonna have all those handles in the description of the podcast.
Exactly. And so I've been running around like a rabbit with the head cut, well, chicken with the head
chicken
cut
with
off.
the head cut off.
Like a rabbit. That too. I've been running around like a chicken with the head cut off, so I didn't get a chance to send that to you. But I'm gonna do that. And
That's
shout out to Middle Finger Music. Shout out to who else I want to shout out? I want to shout out Blizzard. Let me shout out all the producers that's on this new project.
It's a hell of a job, Blizzard.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Blizzard. I want to shout out Trace, Foul Mouth, and myself, because I produced the beat on there, and to my sister Sean Phoenix, who wrote one of the records on there. But be on the lookout for the new project. Thank you, Ziz, for having me on here.
No doubt. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Miz Korona, MizKorona. And I'm looking forward to tapping in with y'all in the future. Anybody needs some features, anybody needs some beats, go follow Golden Girl Productions. That tag will be under there too. And,
Boom.
me whatever you want to do.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, we wanted to bring you over here, and talk to you. Can you hear me?
Oh man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. There you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we wanted to bring you up here and show you love, you know what I mean? And let the people know, the people that don't know who Miz Korona is, now you know. The people that do know, keep celebrating Miz Korona, because she's something special, and it's not ending there. This is honestly just the beginning. She don't even know it yet, though, but it's just the beginning.
Thank you, bro.
And aside from that, man, with a heavy heart, man, I lost one of my boys yesterday, man, Blackerson, you know what I mean? And, that was my man right there. He passed, man. So, I want to say sleep in peace, man. And, make sure you guys show love, man, to people when you see them, man. Even if it's somebody that you just saw that you're a fan of, go up to them, man. If you do get to meet them, shake their hand and tell them, yo, man, I really appreciate what you're doing. All that starstruck stuff and, I didn't want to be too like this thing. No, it's okay to say, yo, you had a lot to do with the way I rap or the way I do this or how you feel. Let them know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Let them know they're appreciated, man. So yeah, man. Let's chop it up.
I know we are ending it, but I got a song on my album, The Injection. It's called Do That For Me. And I speak about that all the time, because people, they be like, I was nervous. They'll message me like, I saw you somewhere. I was scared to say hi. I'm like, don't be scared. Yeah,
come right up and say what's up, man. I mean, we like to hear feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to us. You know what I mean? We're not gonna bite. So yeah, man, I'm gonna let that go, man. With this joint called Crumpets by Stu Bangers and Blackiston. You know what I mean? Sleep in peace, man. Stay right there, sis.
When we knock off our drinks, take money, what the fuck y'all think? Vanglorious, this rhyme is victorious. I'm sending sound boys to the core. Put the dice in the booth, taking over the mic. I just dump it, holding up the pen when I write. Oh, Crumpet, prolific like Walter Cronkite. With the pen or the quill, be careful, he kills. Let me say easy round here. When you measure the skills, bubbling raw in the booth like I'm cooking up krill. One shot, one kill, two shot overkill. Trying to fill my pocket with a dollar bill. Plus my gun out the windowsill. After I lay down the op, then I'm chill. I don't know that can farm. I say put up on the one. All of the gunman them. I don't know that
Yeah, man. Peace and love, man. Rest in peace. So yeah, today was Let's Chop It Up with Ziz, and we had a special guest all the way from Detroit, Miz Korona. Brrr.
Ziz, y'all. Yeah. Big Daddy Chop on the beat.
Yo, Papa, show 'em how you rap. This King Ziz, let's go.
Work so hard to eliminate the starve. The drop has arrived. Locals to worldwide. Blow steam in the sky. Been a long time since the last rhyme. Remember feeling this prime. So chime in. Get your mind right at night to boom. Catch me rocking on Zoom. New projects for projects to neglects and fake rejects. I'm about had it up to here. Gotta have an ear. The flow artist of the year. Real talk, you disappear, otherwise get near. Popping over here, come get some. You wanna run, turn slum. Drum on these Big Daddy Chop tracks for y'all crumbs. Feeling nice just to prove a point. I could rock any joint with so much pleasure. Applying pressure, I got your girls undressing her. I'm nice to be precise, gotta get it right for the limelight. Yeah. I'm nice to be precise, gotta get it right for the limelight. I'm nice to be precise, gotta get it right for the limelight. I'm nice to be precise, gotta get it right for the limelight. And we go some, and we and we go and we and you know that it's Ziz, y'all, come on, yeah.